स्टडी IQ IAS, आपका सिलेक्शन हमारा मिशन।
Hi everyone, this is Dr. Namta Rizzo, UPSC literature educator. Today we are going ahead with a very interesting and important topic, and that is Shakespeare's tragedies. Now Shakespeare's tragedies are very famous, and I'm sure that you are acquainted with it since your school days. Because चाहे हमारे movies हो, cinema हो, but Shakespeare's tragedies have always been talked a lot about. So there are few Shakespeare tragedies, for instance, Macbeth हो गया, Hamlet, King Lear, all these are very much there, Othello, all these are very much there, out there in your mainstream canon as well as cinema. For instance, if we talk about the Indian context, then Macbeth has been directed by Vishal Bhardwaj and made into a movie that is named Maqbool. Hamlet again by Vishal Bhardwaj in the movie Heather, and then of course Othello as Omkara again by Vishal Bhardwaj. So all these three tragedies have been taken by him. Now very importantly, there's this fourth tragedy that's not been discussed a lot in mainstream cinema, and that is King Lear, which is in your course, in your UPS English Literature course. And today I'll be talking about a broader aspect of Shakespearean tragedies, and also letting you guys know that King Lear is a very important text that's in UPS English Literature option subject. In fact, आपका course Renaissance से begin होता है, सबसे पहला text आपका King Lear है. बहुत interesting ऐसे type questions आते हैं, बहुत important questions आते हैं. So whenever you are reading King Lear, then read it in great depth, because that's a very, very important text for UPS English Literature subject. So now we're moving ahead with Shakespeare's tragedies. What is a Shakespearean tragedies? The hero's fall. Okay, so understand every word on this slide is important. I'll read out the slide and then we'll discuss it. In simple terms, a Shakespearean tragedy is a story of a great person who falls from a high position to a total disaster. So it is not about any chota sa ordinary man. No, it is about somebody who is either a king, a nobleman, or a prince, something who is at a very high pedestal and then crashes down, completely shatters itself. The high-born hero, the hero is usually a king, jaise King Lear. It's a king, or it's a prince, Hamlet, or a general, Othello. Their fall affects the whole country, not themselves. So the tragedy is this, that their tragedy in life is just not their sole tragedy, but the tragedy of many people out there. The emotional effect. Shakespeare wanted the audience to feel two things. So this is something that is, of course, we all know, that's Aristotle theory of catharsis. Aristotle बोलता है कि जब आप tragedy, कोई भी audience जब tragedy देखे तो उसको catharsis feel होना चाहिए. What is catharsis? Catharsis is pity and fear. And catharsis is basically, जब हम देखेंगे तो we will shed our tears. And that shedding, that जो हमें tears shed होते हैं, that gives us purification of our soul, purgation of emotions. So जितने भी हमारे negative energy होती है, negative thoughts होते हैं, they just purgate, they just purify. And that cleanses our soul. That's such a beautiful concept about tragedy. So where that is again, that why did he write? Because he wanted to invoke two things: pity, feeling sorry for the hero, and fear that this could happen with me as well. All right, so this is something that was there. Now the tragic flaw, the one being mistake, every hero has a tragic flaw called hamartia. So हो सकता है कि वो indecisive हो, जैसे Hamlet था, और वो मिसजजमेंट हो जैसे किंग लियर था, या Macbeth हो too ambitious, or it is Othello who is so skeptical or so doubtful. तो कोई ना कोई major tragic flaw hamartia बोलते हैं, again Aristotle का word है ये, and उसमें वो जो tragic flaw होता है, that becomes a reason for the hero's downfall. It's like a crack in a beautiful statue that eventually makes the whole thing crumble. Ambition versus duty. For if we talk about this in Macbeth, this is something that we see. Macbeth is a nobleman, उसका अच्छा status है, उसको king बड़ा पसंद करता है, उसका elevate हो रहा है status, but उसको बनना था king, and he killed King Duncan. Okay, so the hero is brave soldier, but his vaulting ambition makes him a murderer. Thinking versus doing, and that is Hamlet. Hamlet सोचता है कि मैं Claudius को मारूंगा, but ultimately वो नहीं मार पाता है, and end में आके उसी की death हो जाती है. In fact, everyone along with him dies. Okay, then irony, usually the hero's downfall comes from their best qualities used in the wrong way. So this is something that's there कि hamarshia एक tragic flaw होता है, and that quality exists, but then they could use that quality wisely, but then it does not. It comes down to their own disadvantage. Then you have the universe is watching order and chaos. Now, Shakespeare believed that when a king is murdered or a family is broken, nature itself goes crazy. Because, divine order of beings. At that time in Renaissance, divine order of beings को follow होता था कि सबसे पहले God है, फिर, चर्च आता है, एंड देन किंग. मतलब गॉड ने एक डिवाइन ऑर्डर दिया है कुछ चोजन लोगों को जो किंग्स होते थे कि मेरे बिहाफ में आपको इस अर्थ को रूल करना है. नाउ उस टाइम पे ये बहुत बड़ी और बहुत ही रेलिवेंट चीज मानी जाती थी और किंग का पेडेस्टल बहुत ऊंचा रहता था. नाउ अगर किंग को कुछ हुआ तो मतलब फाउंडेशन ही ब्रोकन हो गया, तो एवरीथिंग विल क्रम्बल डाउन, एंड दिस इज समथिंग दैट शेक्सपियर ट्राइड टू प्रोजेक्ट इन हिज वर्क. So Shakespeare believed, so the storms. So when King Lear is angry, there is literal storm on stage. In Macbeth, horses are said to eat each other after the king dies. So everything becomes dystopic. कुछ ना कुछ गलत हो रहा है, तूफान आ रहा है अगर किंग लियर गुस्से में, मतलब he's representing God. और जैसे Macbeth जब किंग डंकन को वो मारता है तो everything topples down. कुछ एक chaotic सा पूरा एटमोसफेयर हो जाता है. So the new start, the tragedy always ends with the new order, a new leader arrives like Malcolm or Fortinbras to show that while the hero is gone, the world will eventually heal. Now end में क्या होता है? Always there is one savior left. कोई ना कोई बच जाता है जो कि एक हाई पोजीशन को बिलोंग करता है, एंड ही इज द वन हु टेक्स चार्ज ऑफ द एंटायर किंगडम, सजेस्टिंग दैट renewal of order is back. All right, so that is how he represented his work. The soliloquy, talking to the audience, ये बहुत ही common एक feature था, characteristic थी tragedy की जो बहुत use करता था. A soliloquy is when a character speaks their inner thought or out loud while alone on stage. So this is something that he used a lot in his work. Soliloquy, आके बोल रहा है. Okay, so characters आके बोल रहे हैं और इन अ वे ऑडियंस को बता रहे कि व्हाट दे आर फीलिंग इनसाइड, क्योंकि ट्रेजेडी में इतना ज़्यादा एवरीथिंग इज सो इंटेंस, थिंग्स कैन गेट chaotic for the audience, little ambiguous for the audience, so it is important for the character to come and address to the audience or talk to himself about it. So this is how Shakespeare shows us the hero's brain, that what is going inside the brain of the hero. We see Hamlet's doubt or Macbeth's guilt directly, and building empathy because we hear their private thoughts, we feel close to them. This is how he built characters as well as he built the relationship with the audience and the character. जैसे ही audience को पता चलता है कि okay, what's going on in his mind, you feel connected with him. You feel okay, this character, this person on stage, and you feel a connection. This is the reason कि end में जब उसका downfall होता है, tragedy होती है, that all those tears and cries happen. So even when they do bad things, we understand why they are struggling. So even if, for instance, Macbeth was not a bad person, he was ambitious. That's why you feel bad for him. वो अच्छा था. जैसे Hamlet, he was again not a bad person. Neither was King Lear, nor was Othello. But उनमें एक flaw था जो कि audience ने पकड़ लिया. Audience ने कहा अरे ये flaw ना होता तो ये बच जाता. Okay, so this is the relationship that you develop with the character. घोस्ट एंड विचेस, ये बड़ा कॉमन था उस टाइम पे. तो घोस्ट एंड विचेस ट्रेजेडीज में इसलिए भी आते थे ताकि एक स्पूकी सा एटमोसफेयर, ईयरी एटमोसफेयर डेवलप हो जाए, एंड ऑडियंस जितना थोड़ा सा और इमोशनल है, फुल ऑन इमोशंस के साथ वो एंगेज करे. सो शेक्सपियर यूजेस द सुपरनैचुरल इन ऑलमोस्ट ऑल ऑफ हिज ट्रेजेडीज टू मेक द ड्रामा एक्साइटिंग, बट दीज beings usually represent what is already inside the hero. So चाहे Macbeth में witches हो गया, Hamlet में ghost हो गया. Okay, so these are the things that are usually he showed on the stage. Mirroring the mind, the witches in Macbeth don't force him to kill. They just saw what he was already thinking. So witches ने ये नहीं बोला कि तुम उसको मारो, लेकिन उसने उसके thoughts पढ़ लिए. Witches ने Macbeth में उसके thoughts पढ़ लिए. उसने बोला कि अच्छा, ही इज प्लानिंग टू किल, तो उसको पुश किया, रीइंफोर्स किया वही थॉट्स, यू गो अहेड, यू किल किंग डंकन, यू मर्डर हिम, ओके, अगेन एंड अगेन दिस वाज रिपीटेड टू हिम. द घोस्ट इन हैमलेट pushes the hero to act on a suspicion he already had. So अभी ये बड़ा मजेदार है हैमलेट, इज अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग वर्क, इस पर अभी तक बहुत बातें होती हैं कि क्लॉडियस ने क्या सच में मारा था किंग हैमलेट को या नहीं मारा था, या मे बी ये हैमलेट का ही एक वो काइंड ऑफ डिल्यूजन था, या उसका बिलीव था, उसका सस्पेशन था किसने किया है. ओके, दिस इज द रीजन वो स्टेप नहीं लेता है. तो उसको जो घोस्ट आता है किंग, इसमें जो हैमलेट के फादर का जो घोस्ट आता है उसको वही बोलता है दैट वही जो वो बिलीव करता होता है. सो ओके, सो सुपर नेचुरली बहुत ही interestingly, and it has been used in a very wise manner by Shakespeare. Then you have the moment of realization, too late. जैसे जब realize होता है कि मैं गलत था, it's too late, everything has broken and it's irreparable, nothing can come back together. So every tragedy has a moment of recognition कि अरे ये गलत कर दिया मैंने. So anagnosis, this is when the hero finally realizes their mistake, but it's too late to save their life. The awakening, Lear realizes he was a foolish old man, Othello realizes he killed an innocent wife, and dignity in death. Eventually what happens, even though the hero dies at the end, they usually die with a bit of their old dignity back because they finally understand the truth. So when they are dying, it's not like that they are shouting or shrieking not to die. They accept their death. They die with honor, with dignity, and that is the beauty of tragedy. Okay, that's how a tragic hero dies, not a tragic villain. Okay, so guys, this was the lesson. Why do we still read them? Shakespeare tragedies are very important. Firstly, they're in your course और अभी तक relevant हैं because the way he captures the human emotions, ऐसा किसी dramatist ने नहीं किया है. Everyone knows what it feels like to be jealous, ambitious, or indecisive. You can relate with these characters. A lesson in resilience, they show us that humans are capable of great mistakes and then they can overcome that also, but also great courage. Even in defeat, the human spirit is worth studying. Okay, so defeated hua hai, but it is important to understand what that human spirit is made of, and that was done brilliantly by Shakespeare. So guys, if you want to go ahead with a full-fledged King Lear course, then of course you can go ahead, take my batch. Renaissance से शुरू होता है आपका course, UPSC syllabus, and that is where I start my syllabus, King Lear. And every day at 1 p.m. we have my classes. And you guys can go ahead, you guys can see my demo lecture, the way I teach my students, how I conduct the classes. Everything from act 1, scene 1 to the last act, the last scene, everything is very much discussed in the class. I take at least a week or 10 days to complete a text because it's very important to get a very thorough knowledge. Question answers की practice होती है, discussions होते हैं. I tell you what sources to read from, and all those things. So if you're interested in this, go ahead, take my classes, and you can purchase the course. Entire description box में दिया गया है. Everything is there in the description box. You guys can go ahead and have a good time. Enjoy the classes. Be a part of Study IQ journey and clear your civil services exam. So thank you everyone. I hope to see you all in the classes.
Study IQ IAS, आपका सिलेक्शन हमारा मिशन.